So this is by far the coolest aspect of Rule of the Octave to me. I like the chord scale. That's cool. That's fun. But this is kind of what sold me on it and keeps me just keep learning it because it's so cool. It cleared up all this stuff in theory class that I understood academically, but I couldn't do anything with it. And this lets you do stuff with it. So 1, 2, 7, 2, back to 1. So that 7 and 2 again are supporting 1. But if we go back to our scale, the C scale, C major scale, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. In the chord scale, they all have specific voicing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And these are kind of the same, but slightly different than the piano versions because certain things we can't do that the piano can do. So it's an adaptation to it. So that's the chord scale, and then going down, it happens to sound like this. So that's the chord scale aspect of it, which is great, but this is even cooler. So each one of those notes of the scale can become a key on its own. So we're playing in the C, in the key of C, and that chord scale is in the key of C. So C, and all of these have, each note of the scale has a voicing, but right now we've just been using 2 and 7. So instead of playing this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, just been using 2 and 7. So 1, 7, 2, 1, or 1. So if I apply that idea to each note of the scale, I can use each note as a key if I'm using that 2 and the 7 of each note. That sounds confusing. It's easier just to hear it. So this is 1, C. This is 2, and this is 7, and this is 1. So from that C, if I move up 2 frets, a whole step, I get my 2 of that C. If I'm back at C, I move down a half step, I get my 7. So any fret, if I do that, go up 2 frets, I'll get the 2. And if I move back 1 fret, I get the 7 of any note. So let me just randomly choose a note that's not in C major. That happens to be F sharp or G flat, F sharp or G flat. I'm gonna move up 2 frets. That's it's 2. Move back to F sharp or G flat. Move down a half step to F. And I'm gonna move back up to G flat. Let's try another random note, C sharp. If I move up 2 frets, I get it's 2, back to 1, down a half step, I get it's 7. So 1, 2, 1, 7, 1. So back to C, 1, 2, 1, 7, 1. So 2, 2, 7, 1. So I can do that to every note of the C major scale. And this is the coolest part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, right? So I'm going to apply 2 and 7 to each one of those notes. So to my 1, it's 2, it's 7, back to 1. Now I'm moving to 2 in C major, and its 2 is this, and its 7 is this. Now I'm moving to 3, its 2 is this, and its 7 is this, and back to 1, back to the 3. Now I'm going to move to the 4, and its 2 is this, its 7 is this, back to 4. 5. Its 2 is this, its 7 is this, back to 5. Now to 6. Its 2 is this, 2 frets away. Its 7 is this, and back to 6, sorry. And 7, we're going to leave that out for now for other reasons, and just go straight back to 1. So 1, here's its 2 again, here's its 7, here's its, and back to 1. I'm going to throw in those chords. The 2 and the 7, I'm not going to alter them. They're the same 2 and 7 grips that are used on C. So C, 2 of C, 7 of. Now I'm going to use 7 of the 2 to get to the 2. That's 7 of 2, here's 2. Now I'm going to use the 2 of it. Back to 7, to 2. Now I'm targeting 3. I'm going to use its 7, to 3. Use its 2, back to 7, to 3. Now I'm going to go to 4, so I'm going to play its 7, then its 2, then 4. It's 2, it's 7, to 4. Now to 5, which is G, I'm going to use its 7, its 2, to 5. To its 2, to its 7, to 5. To 6, I'm going to use its 7 to 6. Now its 2. Now 1 or 6. Back to its 2. Back to its 7. Now back to 1, skipping 7. But I'm going to use its 7, which happens to be B. 2. So you can use the 2 and the 7 to make it sound like you're tonicizing all the notes of the scale. So, and you can jump around, you don't have to do them in order. For example, I'm going to go to 3. Let's go to 4. 2. Let's go to 2. 7 up 2. 2. Now let's go back to 1. 1. 7. Let's go to 6. To 2. Let's go back to 7 of 6. 2. Let's go to 2. 2. 7 of 2. 2, 2. Turn that in. 7 of 3, 2 of 3, 4, 2 of 4, to 3, 2 of 3, 7 of 3, to 3, back to 1. So you can move around all these keys within C major. They're usually called closely related keys because they're 1 sharp or 1 or 2 flats away. Very minimal amount of sharps and flats for those keys. So you can do that with any key. You can do that with major or minor. So we'll get a lot more into that. We'll try some of it to a metronome to kind of get it a little more grounded.